Welcome to Two Chicks and a Horror Flick, a weekly horror movie review podcast. I'm Tawny Ray.
And I'm Felicia Connor. Subscribe to get new episodes every Wednesday. We dive into trivia, drink a little whiskey, and of course, give our no BS opinions.
Join our Discord server or message us on social media to talk all things scary.
And if you like the show, consider supporting us on Patreon.
You can find all these links on our website, twochicksandahorrorflick.com. Thanks for listening.
Now let's get scared. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our final episode for 2025. It's our year in review. Is that what we call it? Year in review? Okay, cool. It's our year in review. And before I tell you what we're going to be doing and all of that stuff, actually, I'll just tell you and then we'll get into the thing. So we're going to just kick things off like we normally do. We're going to go through some 2025 reflections like we normally do. We're going to do some amazing podcast stats. And then we got a lot of awesome questions from our Discord. Yeah. Okay. This sounded weird to me when I said it. Our Discord horror community. So we answered all of those questions and then we'll move into looking forward to 2026. Before we get into all of that goodness, Tawny, what are you drinking?
So I've got some water on deck as usual, but I'm drinking some hot green tea because I need a little caffeine pick-me-up. And I'm drinking it out of this mug that you got me. And it has a little stabby cat. It's cute.
It reminded me of Zero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
We're on the same wavelength. I have water, but I also have some tea because I also wanted to pick me up. I have it in my Love and Light Hanukkah cup because tonight that we are recording is the first night of Hanukkah in the States anyways. And all the people over here in these time zones. And it is really yummy. It is a Trader Joe's Winter Awake tea. It's like cinnamon and ginger. It's very, very yummy. I'm happy.
That sounds good. Maybe I'll have to get some of that. There's a Trader Joe's right next to my work.
Oh, it's so sweet. And it's only not like so sweet, like oversweet. It's so yummy. And it was only like, what, $2?
Stuff there is cheap. Is it like black tea?
Yeah. Dark brown.
Okay. So yeah, it must be a black tea with the caffeine.
Yes.
But yeah, happy Hanukkah. I saw that on my calendar today that it starts today. So
Thank you. And I just want to say to all my Jewish friends and to all the Jewish community that are listening, I love you. I know our hearts today, our hearts ache together right now. And I just want to say, I hope tonight, let's not be afraid and let's light our menorahs. After the events of today, we had you can kind of see this bookshelf. I pushed it over here so that we can have the menorah facing the street. And I had all the menorahs on here. And then I was like, I'm putting them everywhere. So every window that faces the front of the house has a menorah. I broke them all out. So we're going to be doing a lot of prayers tonight and lighting those candles and lighting up the house. So I'm excited.
And you do like one a night, right?
Yes. Okay. So you do, I have this one right here. Yeah. So you do one a night. So every night, this one is the one that you use to light the other candles. But yeah, you do one a night and go across. So every night you have to put more candles in. And that's why every night you have to put more candles in. And that's why like they come in these big packs of like 45 candles because you have to let them. Sorry, I keep moving away from the microphone. You have to let them burn all the way down.
Cool.
So,
well, that's awesome.
Yeah, very excited. All right. What have you been up to?
You know, honestly, not much. I don't really have much to report. I feel like I've not listened to much or even watched much except for Buffy. We're just still on our Buffy watch. We're like in the second to last episode or season, I think. So we're getting there. But yeah. What about you?
Same. I went back because every time I watch something or read something or listen, I pop it into Discord, and I didn't have anything. So the only thing that I had is first, I finished Bunny. which also I finished my Goodreads book reading goal for the year.
Ooh, what was
Bunny.
it?
I mean, it was 15, but that was a lot for me.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, awesome.
Well, granted, because I'm reading all that graduate school stuff too. So, so I really liked Bunny, and I'm realizing this dark academia, I'm going to have to try to write some of this. I really like this. And I was thinking back, Saltburn, Ninth House, Suspiria, The Blackcoat's Daughter. These are all dark academia. And this is one of my new favorite genres.
Fuck. I don't have my phone with me. I thought I brought it in here, but I didn't. I came across a book that you might like because it's written by Lee Bardugo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. And it seems like it has it was in a romance bookstore that just opened like 2 weeks ago here in Boise. So went with a friend this week, and it was in that store. So I assume it's a romance. It seems like it has something to do with vampires and Jewish people. And I was like, I have to send this to Miriam. So I took a picture of the cover and I'll send it to you, but I just don't have it with me right now. And I don't remember what it was called. But anyway, I got excited about that.
Oh, I'm excited about that. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. I will remind you to tell me. I read Ninth House and I loved it. And then I got the follow-up to that book. Haven't read it yet. And I also got her book Familiar. I believe is a newer book too, but I have not read that yet either.
Okay.
But Ninth House was definitely dark. Academia, magic, adult Harry Potter is what I feel. Even though as an adult, I loved Harry Potter. But
yeah,
everyone's adults in the book.
I think maybe The Familiar is the book that I saw.
Oh.
Maybe. Does it have like a hand on it?
Yeah, with a bird.
Maybe something. It's probably the same book.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I just bought it because I like her. I liked her other books. I didn't even read what it was about.
You'll have to tell me how you feel about it. But yeah, Bunny, interesting. I read that earlier in the year and I liked the beginning, but I feel like it just didn't go any of the places I thought it was going to go. And I was really disappointed by that. It ended up being like a very different book than I thought.
So I felt the same way. I thought, oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And the end was so ambiguous that I think some of the stuff I thought might be the case still could be the case, but it definitely wasn't tidied up. But I believe she just came out with this, but I just started listening to We Love You, Bunny.
Yeah.
The follow-up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Paige listened to that and said it was okay.
Oh,
I won't listen to it because I got pretty sick of Bunny there towards the end, but it was a good setup. It was a good setup for a book.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully I like it a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to shout out is a podcast called Manic Movie Monday. They shouted us out in the last episode. If you haven't heard it, Tani, you should go listen to it's right in the beginning. They're so incredibly sweet. I've listened to a couple of their episodes since then. Well, actually right before that and after, and they are so fun to listen to. And it's really nice to have another all woman podcast talking about horror and all of that great stuff. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Definitely check them out. Super fun.
I will have to. Yeah. Cool.
All right. That's all I got.
You reminded me with your Goodreads that I am like one book away, I think, from meeting my goal. And I was like really behind for the first many months of the year. I was like, there's no way. My goal was 12, one a month. And now I'm at, I think, 11. And I'm blowing through a book right now. I forgot I am reading something. So there is a romantasy series that just came out with a second book in the series. The first one's, I think this is pretty well known. A lot of people are reading it, but Quicksilver is the first book and then Brimstone is the second book. So that just came out like this month and I'm reading that. So that's been a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're going to finish because you read fast. You're going to reach your goal.
Definitely. I'm like 20% of the way through. And it's a big ass book too. I think it's got to be like 600 pages or something, I think.
Oh.
But yeah.
You got this. Look at us finishing our reading goals.
We're doing it. We're readers.
Yeah, we are officially readers. All right, awesome. So now what I would love to do is just take a moment to shout out our patron members. We appreciate you all so much and wanted to shout out, and I apologize if I don't say your name right, but I would like to say thank you so much to S. Jurgensen, Macy, Sir Harbinger, Allison, Brooke, and MBS 613. Thank you for your support. We are just endlessly grateful for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. I actually just moved some of our some of the like money into our account that like pays for our things monthly, and so it really helps us to be able to cover the cost of just the basic overhead cost of podcasting. So thank you guys so much. Even if you just, even if you're not like a recurring monthly payer, just a little bit helps. So thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. And we also love our Discord horror community, and we're going to even shout them out even more as we answer their questions later on in the episode.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on to our 2025 reflections?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So, Tani, share with me the highs from this year. So either, well, we're probably going to do personal and or podcast related. That's what I did. So share whatever you want to share. What are your highs?
Okay. I mean, my high personally is probably an obvious one, but it's going to Japan this year. It was incredible. So much fun. I miss it all the time. And we got engaged in Japan, so that was exciting. It was just a really fun trip, and I cannot wait to go back to Japan someday.
I just saw a post that said you could go to Japan cheaper than you could go to Disney World in Florida. So
people keep talking about that. I've heard that now a few times, that it's cheaper to buy a ticket, fly to Japan, and go to Disney World Japan than it is to go here, which is, I don't understand how that works, but
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you want me to hit our pod, or do you want to like go back and forth?
Ooh.
You want to give your
let's
personal
go back
high?
and forth. Okay. So my personal highs from this year, 2025, my oldest graduating college. That was wonderful. Getting accepted and going to, and so far successfully completing all of my terms at graduate school, something I wanted to do for years. The Lady Gaga concert. I still cannot stop thinking about it. I love her. And my best friend Tani got engaged to her lovely, lovely beau. So those are the highs for me this year.
Awesome. Maybe I should have come up with more than one high.
No, I went to Japan and got engaged. That's a big high. What else are you going to say?
I don't know.
What?
Exactly. Okay, for me, for pod, I had forgotten that we did a Discord watch party this year. But
that's
I think
right.
That's my highlight. It was really fun. And we had a blast doing it with people. So that's my pod highlight.
Thank you for saying that. I totally forgot. And that is definitely a pod highlight for sure. I love that. I don't have that, but I agree. What I have is the 2 episodes we recorded with our friends. So a podcast in Elm Street, Ichi, I'm the killer.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. Sorry, I went great like that because the watching experience was something else, but recording with them was great. Also, recording Legend with our new friends, the Kilt and the Redneck Reviews. That was fantastic. And honestly, I have been way more engaged in our Discord community this year, especially the end of this year. And it has been so much fun. I pop in there daily, and it's just soul filling. I just love everybody in there. It's really nice, really great community. So
yeah, that's awesome. Did we also do, this is probably nope, I'm not even going to qualify it. Did we do stop motion this year? with a podcast on Elm Street, or was that last year?
I'm pretty sure that was last year.
Okay. I'm like having a really hard time remembering what happened this year versus what wasn't this year.
Yeah, I also thought something happened this year that didn't. And I was putting it down as one of like, to answering one of the questions. I put that down and I'm like, oh, wait, that didn't happen. Stop motion. Oh, we were on their pod, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, shoot. Then I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was earlier. I think it might have been like really early in the year, like January, February.
Really? Okay. Well, that was fun. I didn't know that happened this year.
Well, that's a high also if it was this year.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. All right. So moving right along, let's go into some of our favorites. And you can share any of your favorites, movies, TV shows, books, all of that sort of thing.
Okay, so I'll hop in with movies. I think my top movies were Bring Her Back, Weapons, and The Gorge. If I just think like top highlights. And then I realized doing this list that I don't think I watched almost any 2025 movies outside of horror. Like it was just I was trying to look at like the top movies released this year and literally I didn't like recognize any of them. I was like, I don't even know what any of these are. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I watched a lot of horror this year.
Even though all I watched was horror, I feel like I didn't watch a lot this year. Like I was looking at my like list of things that I still want to watch that came out this year, and I feel like I did a lot last year, but this year not as much. So just not as much movie watching for me personally, but
yeah.
What were your favorite movies?
I would have to agree with you with Weapons and Bring Her Back. But also 28 years later, I just had, I don't know, it just left a mark. I just keep thinking about it. I think because I was so surprised that I liked it. I was just so surprised how good it was because I don't know what I was expecting. But it was so good and it was so impactful that really stuck with me. So. Yeah. And then when I looked back through my Discord of all the other things that I've watched, I mean, like I watched Inglourious Bastards, but I mean, I've seen that so many times that do I qualify that as my favorite thing that I've watched? So this is my favorite new thing.
Okay.
All right. Well, how about TV shows?
Are we doing like multiples or should I just pick one?
You could say whatever you want.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay, because it does say favorites. As in plural.
I have more than one favorites on here, so.
Okay. For TV shows, I said Stranger Things, which is an easy pick. But then I said after that, maybe Wayward or Trainwreck. Like the Trainwreck series was really fun this year. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Stranger Things for me as well. And I almost put Wayward, but I put Adolescence because I was so blown away by that show. But Wayward was so much fun too. And you know what's so funny? I put right here, I should also mention the Trainwreck because I religiously watched all of those episodes.
Yeah.
And then I just plugged in because I just have to say it. The most disappointing was Severance because I was waiting and waiting. And then it happened and I was full of joy. And then it changed and I was disgusted. So I had to mention that.
That's fair. The opposite end of the spectrum. Not a favorite, but.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about your books? What you got there?
Okay. Books are going to be, if you listen to our episodes pretty regularly, this is probably not going to be a shock to you because I talked about these a lot. But I think my number one favorite book from this year is The Indifferent Stars Above. This is the book about the Donner Party.
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't believe how much I loved that. And it really kind of set me down on a path of like wanting to read more historical nonfiction books that are cool stories told well. And so right now I am also listening to, I think it's called The Splendid and the Vile. It's about like Winston Churchill during the like bombing and attack of Nazi Germany and Hitler. And it's okay. It's like holding my interest, I guess. It's not as good as that other book for sure. But at least like I'm still listening to it. It's just really confused. There's a lot of stuff going on that I just don't know. I don't remember who's who, and there's a lot of like terminology and shit that I just don't get because I'm not like familiar with war stuff or like fighting planes or you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I am not prepared for this type of story. But anyway, but I'm like craving that same feeling. I want to read another book, and I've tried a few other ones and just get bored and hop out. But then I would say after that, Victorian Psycho was obviously my second favorite book of the year. So good.
I love how you were just saying, because I'm not really familiar with like war stuff and planes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of talk about
like
planes.
War planes. That was fun.
For real.
I loved it.
Bombers and all kinds of, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Well, my friend, Victorian Psycho was my favorite book. So thank you for introducing that to me.
Yeah.
And also I have here all of the Lisa Jewell books I read. So The Night She Disappeared, Don't Let Him In, The Girls in the Garden, and Invisible Girl. All excellent books, but definitely Victorian Psycho was my favorite.
Yeah, I'm so glad you liked it. That was, a great book.
How about pods?
I didn't put anything here because I didn't listen to a ton of podcasts. I listened to like episodes here and there from our pod friends, but I tried to kind of switch a little bit while I was driving this year to listen to books as much as I could, just so that it felt like I was maximizing my drive time, my commute time. But I did watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I have like a few YouTubers that I now like end up watching a lot of their videos, which I didn't think I would be that person, but here I am. So I guess I'll mention those. One is this girl called Mia Maples. She actually was just on Hot Ones with her and her mom.
Oh.
So apparently she's like actually famous. I didn't realize. Like I feel like you got to be like pretty famous to be on Hot Ones.
Yeah.
So that was shocking to me. But I came across her videos because she does some like sewing stuff. She has done videos in the past of like, can I sew this cheaper than you can buy it on Shein or whatever? And those are fun. But she doesn't really do a whole lot of those anymore. Now she's kind of doing, I feel like, what are standard kind of YouTube videos for right now. Like I bought a bunch of like advertisement stuff on TikTok, and here's what they were like. But I really like her. She's just very funny and entertaining to me, and cute and just hilarious. So I like her stuff. And then I've also watched a bunch of videos from this. I'm gonna have to look her up. Hold on. Okay, so her name on YouTube is Carly B, and she also does like a lot of sewing content, so that's why I like to follow her. And she's just like very fun and nice. You can see a trend here happening that I'm just like
you're craving
watching
fun and nice people.
Yes, I'm having a good time watching people have a good time. Basically,
I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, and also I want to sew. But I won't actually sew. I'll just watch videos of other people doing it.
And think about all the things that you can sew.
Right, exactly. And go, I think I could do that, but then I never do it. So that's my life. What about you for podcasts?
I'm the same as you. I listened to a handful of the Manic Movie Monday after we were connected. We're connected to them through one of our Discord horror community
Oh, cool.
members. Yeah. So that's really cool. And then also several of the Kilt and the Redneck reviews, and then a podcast on Elm Street. However, there was this one period of time where I wanted to binge a series, if you remember. And so I did binge all of Someone Knows Something. So I had listened to one season of their stuff, one season, and it was fantastic. And so I was like, I remember I really liked that. So then I binged the rest of them, and they were very good. That's probably one of my favorite true crimey podcasts that I listen to, because, you know, Annie Elise and that chapter I pretty much watch. They do have an audio one like on Apple Podcasts, but I prefer the YouTube.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't watched them in a long time, nothing against them. I think the subject I study in grad school feels so close to true crime, and then with horror, and then with everything, I felt I needed to take a little bit of a step back.
Yeah, makes total sense. Yeah.
Okay, now we're on to, I put music/song. I don't what do you got? What do you got for us?
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I put for music. This is going to be a surprise to no one. But I just put Sleep Token, the band. Mostly their new album, Even in Arcadia, is what I listened to this year when I got my Spotify Wrapped. I was looking at it, and literally all of my top 5 songs were songs from that album. And so that's basically what I've listened to this year on nonstop repeat. So
I love it.
That's my music life. But I will say also, though, that there were a couple other albums released this year. So Dayseeker released a new album, and I'm really liking that. And then Bad Omens also. I don't know if they've released a whole new album yet, but they've been releasing like singles one at a time, and really loving all of that too. So
that's awesome.
It's a great year for metalcore. Yes.
I love that. My oldest daughter went to California twice with her friend to watch those bands, Sleep Token and what was the other one you mentioned? Sleep Token and
Bad Omens.
Bad Omens. Yeah. They went to those concerts.
Oh, fuck. I'm so jealous. Oh, I want to go see Sleep Token so bad, or Bad Omens.
Just to be young and like, let's just jump in the car and drive to LA and go see a concert.
It's just so expensive, dude. They go, they sell out, both of those bands. I've seen Dayseeker live. We saw them, I think, last year. And so that was really cool. But I don't know. I'm not really a big live music person, but I would pay for sure to go see a Sleep Token show. They just sell out instantly, and then people resell them for like $300. I'm like, I just cannot justify spending like $600. That's too much. But anyway. What about you for music?
For my Wrapped, so I just go to my liked songs and just click play all. And so I listen to all of them, but this is probably no surprise. My number one artist that I listened to in 2025 was Lady Gaga. She was my top artist. And I would have to agree, especially having gone to her concert and everything. That would be my top music for 2025.
Awesome. I feel like everybody else's that, because at my office, we were doing like what's everybody's Spotify Wrapped look like, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody else was like, you know, very much Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. So like, I feel like they had a really big year for music. But that's funny. You and I are like very different. Did it give you your Spotify age?
Yes.
How old is it?
Okay, I saved this, so let me pull it up. I believe I was like 72 or 75. I think because of all the classic rock, like I love Freebird and like all this classic rock. Yeah, here we go. So my age was 74.
Yeah, mine was 68. If it makes you feel any better.
Okay, that does make me feel better. Because
which I was like, what? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, does it say? Because mine says, since I was into music from the late 60s is what mine says.
Mine says I was into music from the 70s, but I'm like not quite sure what that. I mean, I do also have some classic rock on there, so maybe that's it, but I'm like confused because one of the top 5 genres that I got was oldies, and I was like, what on my list is considered oldies? Like, I don't think classic rock is oldies, and I have some like Motown-y, stuff, like some R&B maybe. I don't know, but I just was like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I have, it says like dance pop, alternative rock, lo-fi. This is probably because when I study and work, I put on those lo-fi beats, oldies and classical. Again, that would also be from studying like classical music.
Oh, yeah.
My number one song played is Low from Flow Rida.
That's funny.
I don't even remember. Yeah, it's Low is number one. I'd Love to Change the World is number 2. Rise from Eddie Vedder is number 3. Gimme More from Britney Spears is number 4. And then Gangsta's Paradise is number 5.
Okay. That's a wonderfully eclectic top 5 list.
And of course, the top album is Mayhem by Gaga.
Yeah. Funny.
That was crazy. My top artists, Gaga, Muse, Britney, Eminem, and Tupac. That's me.
Yeah,
that
tracks.
That tracks 100%.
Yeah.
Spotify, spot on.
I think mine were like all of what I just said too. I think it was like Sleep Token, Bad Omens, Dayseeker. I don't remember the other 2. Windwalkers, I think, was one, but it's like my top genres were like number 1 metal. I was like, okay, that's got to be like 80% of what I listen to, and then melodic rap, synth pop, and then oldies. I was like, oh, fucking oldies. I don't know.
When I think of oldies, I think of like poodle skirt oldies, but
right?
That
exactly.
must not be what it is anymore.
Absolutely not. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, you hate that shit. If anyone's wearing a poodle skirt, I'm out. Done. You are out.
We've been watching that Dairy show, like the Welcome to Dairy, and it's set in the 50s, and like something happened, and I turned to Jade and I was like, there is just no decade less cool than the fucking 50s to me. Anyway.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God. All right. Next we have on our list, it said favorite Two Chicks and Horror Flick episode. So I wasn't sure. I don't remember. Was that of all time or this year?
I think that's for this year.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Because I was like, I wasn't prepared for all time. There's a lot of them. So I'd probably just mention the ones that pop into my head first. But for this year, what is your favorite episode that we did?
For me, I put the 28 Years Later episode because of just how much you were able to connect the dots for me. Like, I feel like I understood that on a different level, and I have been wanting to rewatch it knowing what those are. Like, I was having a conversation with my coworker about it the other day, and he felt the same way I did, like when you first finished the movie, and I was like, listen, there's all this like background to like and how things connect, and it feels random, but it's really not, and you should look it up because it was really great. And so I just feel like that's why that one's my favorite. And I feel like oftentimes my favorite episodes are ones that you bring like awesome research that changes my perspective or like increases my understanding of the movie by a lot, or ones where we laugh a lot.
Yes. I have the same. I have absolutely the same. But my top episodes are always ones like that, where we have like a lot of really great information, or we laugh, like Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Gosh, so much fun. My God. The Wicker Man. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Mine were, this was hard because I loved them all. I added Stranger Things because I was so like I was counting down to watch this show. And I haven't done that in forever, where I was one of those people that was just counting down. And then we got to jump on and just talk about all of it. So I loved that. I also have TCM, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre here, because I remember walking away from it thinking, ooh, when somebody asks me what episode of your podcast should I listen to, I'm going to say this, because I felt like we had such a great, thoughtful discussion. And I thought we had really great, also like trivia and facts and stuff like that. So I thought it was really well-rounded, where we laughed, where we were angry, where we had good, good stats. So that's one. In my grad school cohort, one of my classmates, he's a professor, and he was saying that he has he has not classmates, but his class, several people who like horror movies. And so he was like, oh, I'll share your podcast with them. And when we got off that podcast, I immediately opened WhatsApp and I'm like, hey, if you have any students that ask you what episode they should listen to our Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And he goes, I'm in class right now. I'm going to tell them.
Sweet.
So, but like, yeah, they were all
opens his phone in the middle of class.
He's like, hey, you should listen to this one. So, but yeah, 28 Days Later, that was great. I really liked them all. Those were just the ones that popped into my head.
Yeah, it is hard to pick always, because it's like a mix. I almost even put Terrifier on here because on the opposite end of the spectrum, we were able to just like talk mad shit and like go in on a movie, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what was, okay, that was our favorite episode. What was your favorite movie that we watched this year?
Yeah, I think I will have to say Bring Her Back, which I've already said, but it'll keep coming up as we go through this. Just because it was really for me. Exactly. Like it's everything I like in a horror movie. It didn't over explain. It was really creepy. I just loved it. Yeah. What was yours?
I picked 28 Days Later.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I watched it 1.5 times in the theater the same day. Yeah. And yeah, I loved it. I loved researching it. I loved watching it. And I'm very excited for the next one to come out.
Yeah, me too. It's in January, right?
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. Yeah. What we're going to be watching. Well, I mean, I could just say it now. We're going to be watching it in January. So
well, there you go.
There you go. Oh, funny. Okay, so that was our favorite. What is our most disappointing movie?
Oof. This one, I kind of did two.
Okay.
But I mean, for our podcast specifically, it's Nosferatu. I was just kind of let down. And I even rewatched it the other night because it's on somewhere.
I wasn't expecting that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just did not quite hit for me. Yeah, it didn't deliver what I specifically wanted it to deliver, and that's fine. But even rewatching it, I was kind of like, maybe I was too harsh on this. But there's just something about it that doesn't quite hit for me. I don't know. Just wasn't my fave.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed it because of everything else around it as well. I loved doing the research. That was right up my alley. And then TT wanting to watch the original with me, that it was a cool all around experience. So then when I watched it, I was like, I like this experience.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the look of it, the vibe, artistically, like a lot of great choices. Just as a story, it didn't quite, the characters didn't, I didn't love them. But anyway, the other movie that I wrote down, we didn't watch for our pod, but is Begonia. And I think I mentioned this.
You did.
On an episode, but this was a really great movie. I feel very conflicted about this.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I thought you liked that movie.
Yeah, I think it was a really great movie. But I just wish, it's hard to talk about it without spoiling it, but I just wish that they had done something different than what they did. because it's a remake of a movie that I had seen, a southern, I think it's Southern Korean film called Save the Green Planet. And that it's the same. It's like the same story beats. It's just a totally different tone. And I just wish, there was really something there. And I just wish they would have done something different. But I can't say what it is or else I'll spoil it. So anyway. But it's a good movie. And I think it was like, it's going to deserve a lot of praise. And people will probably get like awards for it and stuff. But anyway, I'll stop talking about that.
No, that's good to know. Yeah. Because you told me to watch it, but.
Yeah. And you should. And maybe we should do an episode on it. Like, because I think it falls into the horror camp.
Okay.
For sure. So.
Yeah,
anyway.
We could do an episode on that. I'm game for that. I put my most disappointing is Long Legs. I was really excited. I thought it looked so creepy and I was all in on this. And then I watched it. So.
And then. Yeah. Oh, and then that guy did another movie this year, which I have been meaning to watch, but it's not like top of my list. I don't want to like pay for it because I didn't like Long Legs so much, but I think that one's called Keeper. But I'm curious about it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he learned.
I don't know. I didn't see great things about it, so probably not.
All right. Well, now we're going to move over to podcast stats with Tawny.
Yeah. I love these. I love looking at our stats and how things came together. So we will start with the top 5 movies that we rated, and it's an average of our rating. So, how do we want to do this? I'll just start with number 1. Why not? So number 1, our highest rated from this year was Bring Her Back at 5. So just the way that this average worked out, because I think you gave it a 4.98 and I gave it a 5, which I guess averages it out to be a 5. But it sucks because I was realizing looking at this that you didn't get a 5 for the whole year, right?
I didn't give any 5s this year.
Even 28 years later.
Dang it. What did I give that? Oh, only a 4.5. Yeah. And I'd have such fond memories of it. Gosh, Bring Her Back. That's like obscene. It's so close.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
maybe I should have just given that a 5. Yeah. I did give Stranger Things a 5 out of 5, but we didn't.
That's true.
We didn't rate that.
Yeah, not officially.
Yeah,
but
not
unofficially.
Unofficially,
right.
It was a 5 out of 5 experience for me.
Yeah, part 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2 then is Grafted with a 4.8.
Wow.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I forget about it because it was like a little earlier in the year, but it was good. Number 3, the only movie not from 2025 on this list is Bone Tomahawk with a 4.7.
Yes, you brought that to us.
Been waiting years.
Good stuff.
Years to watch that, so that's great. Number 4, we have Weapons at 4.7.
That tracks.
And then, 5, this is also going to track. And I'm so glad that it's in the top 5, is Final Destination Bloodlines with a 4.6.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So surprisingly good. Just fun. Like, I don't even know if I'd say good, but good fun.
Exactly. It's just a great time watching that movie. I usually talk about like our all-time perfect scores that are 5, but I'm not going to put Bring Her Back in there because I think it only counts if we both give it a 5.
Agree.
So no change there. But we have our bottom 5 average scores. Now I'm going to go 1 through 5, but I'm going to start at the highest and we're going to work our way down.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to say first or 5th here. But at the top of our lowest average, we have Hagasusa with a 3.4.
Okay.
Then we have Queen of the Damned with a 3.3.
Okay.
Then Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the OG, with a 2.8.
Wow.
Then Longlegs
Oh.
with a 2.4. And finally, lowest score of this year is Terrifier with a 2.0.
I agree with all of those.
Yeah. Same. But similar here, I also usually look at like our all-time lowest, but none of those cracked our all-time 5 lowest. So it wasn't a terrible year, and it wasn't a fantastic year as far as scores go for us. So, yeah.
Shoot, we're going to need to do better next year.
I know. Like, better and worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going to have to get a little bit of a spread going here.
Yeah, just, gosh, I don't know if I could sit through another movie that's as bad as A Violent Nature.
Oh, that one was so bad, though. That one was just boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to go through something that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, but we should watch some things that are bad in not a boring way.
I agree.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure that out.
Yeah. I got some contenders. Yeah. We should maybe do a series of just the worst.
Yeah, too bad there's not a month that starts with B.
Bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess we could do Bad Movie March, Bad Movie May. And then we could rhyme the M words.
Yeah. Okay, let's back pocket that.
This is my creativity.
I love it. It's better than mine. Okay, so now let's talk about actual, like, our download of our episode stats. So as of this recording, we have 68,000 all-time downloads.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
That's amazing.
Because I think last year we were at like 49 or something.
Yeah.
Like we went up a lot this year. And then our top 5 downloaded episodes, I think, are kind of similar to what they were last year. And so it's number 1, we've got Veronica.
No one's
still
taken
going
that
strong.
away. I wonder if someone will ever dethrone Veronica.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been like 3 years running now, I think.
It's crazy.
That Veronica has been in the top spot.
Okay.
But like in a close-ish second, because Veronica's like 1,500. Next is Megan is Missing.
What?
With like 1,400.
Is there a real missing person named Megan that people are thinking this episode is about?
Maybe, because otherwise, like, I don't know.
I didn't even know that many people knew about that movie. It didn't seem...
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Huh. Sorry if I keep interrupting
you.
No,
you didn't. You didn't.
Okay, so number 3, we've got Barbarian at 900.
Okay.
I'm kind of just rounding also these numbers. Next is Hereditary is like 800.
Nice.
850-ish. And then the Blair Witch Project at like 750.
Okay, like those all make sense.
Yeah.
But not Megan is Missing. And Veronica, it makes sense. It's a great movie. It's just so much in the lead that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel very self-conscious about my take in Megan is Missing, because I had kind of a hot take and I'm like, are people
liking it?
Hopefully people aren't just hate listening to it. I don't know.
No.
They're like, listen to what this bitch has to say about this.
And then they pass it around and we get more and more downloads.
You're right. That's a plus. Yeah. That's a plus for us. So, okay. The last thing I pulled, just that I thought was interesting, is our top city that downloads come from. What would you think? What's your guess?
Is this worldwide?
Just in the U.S.
U.S. city. Oh. Gosh, I have no idea. I don't know. Montana? No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Texas?
Montana's
it's
a state.
It's
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now everything Dallas there. This is, I know it's not right, but it was the first city that came into my mind.
That's fair. Yeah, I would have never guessed it. It's Chicago.
Oh.
So, what up, Chicago?
Hey, Chicago.
Hey.
Nice. Hey. All right.
And then the next, I guess it kind of makes sense because the next two were like New York,
Okay.
City, and LA. Like I think
Lots
just
of people.
population wise, yeah.
Yeah, lots of people in there.
But Chicago, I don't know.
Because
I know
these
that's a big city too.
Some of these cities, like dispersed around the U.S., probably even if everyone in the city was listening, it wouldn't beat the population in New York or LA, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's interesting. Not Dallas.
Yeah. But not Dallas.
Not Dallas. Darn it. All right. So we are going to go into our beautiful, wonderful, beloved Discord community. There's always someone on there ready to talk. I love it. Always. I pop in, they're ready to talk. They share. I absolutely love it. So we got some questions and I put them in there. I think some of them might be out of order and I didn't put the names by them in our doc, but I will say we got some really great questions from Sir Harbinger. We also got some questions from Bobby. I was going to try to say the whole tag name and I was like, I'm going to butcher this. Sent us a bunch of awesome questions. And then Evan, and that is from the Kill and the Redneck reviews. So these were all the questions, just taking a look to make sure that we got yes. And we can just go back and forth. All right. So let's just kick it off. What are one or two romantic movies or romantic comedies that you think could be converted to a horror movie?
This one was really tough for me. I wrote down that I really want to convert more horror movies to romance movies than I do the other way around. Nosferatu, for example, from this year. So I don't know. I couldn't really think of anything.
I like that though.
Here.
The little switch.
Yeah.
The little switch. So you want to take a horror movie and change it to like a horror comedy or a romantic comedy?
Yeah. Like I want it to be, well, not necessarily like a comedy. And we've talked about this multiple times.
Romance movies, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I want more horror with romance.
Yeah.
Okay? But the romance is not the horror of the movie, you know?
Yeah, yes, I do
That's
know.
what I want.
I love that. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I had. Well, I've put Wedding Crashers. I don't know how it would work. That's just one of my favorite comedies.
Okay.
So I would like it to be a horror movie. I think that would be funny. I don't know what that would look like. And then I thought of the movie Her. I don't know if you saw that with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it ended happy. I don't remember, but it did get a little wonky there. So I feel like that would be great if they took that to the next level. And then I just put any movie like Say Anything, The Notebook, Sleepless in Seattle, where a character may transgress social boundaries and veer into like stalker-like behavior.
Yeah.
Any of those movies, you could kind of have that element of it going bad.
Yeah, I think that's why I couldn't like quite get there in my head. Like when I was thinking about movies, I was like, "Oh, I don't want them to be like that though. Like I don't want them to be like scary and bad." So maybe I should think of like ones that I didn't like. I remember really disliking The Wedding Planner. I remember being like,
yeah, let's make that a horror movie. I like that.
I don't know how. I don't really remember a lot of the plot. It just was not great to me. So
yes,
maybe that's it.
That's a good one. Oh my God, that's funny.
I love Her. That's a really good pick. That's a good one because that one's like very easily could switch as a very dark version of that. Yeah.
And I remember really liking that movie. And then if it was even like a horror movie, well, that could be one of my top likes.
Yeah.
It could be really good with AI gone awry.
Totally.
Yeah.
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
That movie was.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Okay, so what are a couple of movies where the original movie bombed or didn't do well, had a smaller budget, either both, that you think would be interesting to see remade with a slightly bigger budget or a different production team or whatever. So pretty much, what's a movie that didn't do as well that you would like to be remade?
Yeah, this is a really great question. I had to think about it a little bit, but like as soon as I started thinking through it, I was like, ooh, I have a few good ones, I think.
Ooh, nice.
So the first one that came to mind for me was The Cube from
yes,
the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love that movie and I have a lot of nostalgia for it and I still like it, but I think it could be done. It was so very low budget movie, terrible acting. I think it could be done again, same sort of plot, but just updated and better.
Yes.
So that was one. Then I thought When Evil Lurks.
Ooh.
I don't know. Some people might really disagree with that because it got a lot of praise, but I was not impressed with this movie. And so I think it had really good ideas. So it could have been better. I think had there maybe been more money and some of the ideas had been cut out. And then lastly, I put Skinamarink.
Oh, it's one I did not watch because you hated it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious though, but it's, when you sit down to watch something, I typically don't want to sign up for something everyone says you're going to hate. I want to spend the time at least attempting to watch something I think I might like.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like it's just boring. It's kind of like In a Violent Nature in the way that but this one had good ideas and a good atmosphere. It just was too long with nothing happening. And so again, I think if a different team maybe remade it, I don't even really think this one needs more money. It just needs a little bit more of a think about how to like pay off what's happening within the movie. So,
oh, good choices, good picks.
Yeah.
This one I struggled with. Only one thing came into my mind, and you've heard me talk about it before. I want The Dark Half remade. That's my very favorite Stephen King book, and the movie was garbage. Hot, crappy garbage. I was very angry and depressed because it was my favorite book. So that hands down. And then when I was trying to think, I have my notes here. I was like, this was really hard because for many low budget ones that I thought of that came to my head, the low budgety aspect of them made them even better. So that was really the only one that I came up with.
Yeah. That's a good one though.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, next up we have what movies have personally challenged either of you or left a lasting impact? Okay,
so this was hard. And for anybody worried, and I'm not on fire, those are our Hanukkah candles. The air conditioner is blowing them like crazy. Okay, so this was hardish. So if we're talking about movies this year, I can't say that there was a movie this year that has personally challenged me. So my number one movie, then I've talked about it before, is The Elephant Man. This movie it changed me to my very core and made me who I am today. Hands down, nothing else has been more impactful in my life than that movie. But thinking of horror movies, there's two that keep popping up for me. And one is Audition. It was just such an experience I've never had before watching a horror movie. It was, I don't even know how to describe it because it's weird, long, where are we going? Then the ending. Then the whole thing, like we went on this rampage of talking about it with everybody. It just really opened me up to just different movies that I wouldn't have thought that I loved. And then I'm like trying to find more of these types of movies. And I really loved that movie. And the other one I think of all the time is Angst.
Oh, okay. Angst.
Angst. I it was so it chills me still to my core. I think it was because it was like following around someone who is actually doing those things. I don't know. There was something really gritty and real about it.
Yeah.
Also low budgety, different. That one disturbed me deeply. So those were the ones that came up, but I bet you're going to mention something. I'm like, oh yeah, because there were things like I really loved contemplating, like The Substance with you. That was epic. But I was trying to think of personally challenged me or left a lasting impact. And those were the things that came up for me.
Yeah. No, those are good.
How about you?
Good picks. Yeah, this one was hard for me too, because I feel like I guess I was like parsing these out as different things. Like, I feel like a movie that's challenged me is one that makes me uncomfortable and like think a different way or something, or like challenges my worldview or beliefs or something. And like, I don't know that I can really think of anything along those lines. But while you were talking, I thought maybe one that could fit here is Teton.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't end up liking that movie, mostly because it just was like too fucking weird. But I wonder if I were to go back and watch it now, if I'd have different feelings. But I don't know. I'm really like reaching to think about challenged me. So I kind of had to set that aside. So all my answers are a little bit more like left a lasting impact ones. So I put like, I have kind of two parts. I have some movies that have deeply disturbed me and I will likely never watch again kind of a movie. But I don't really I really don't know if that's what the question is asking either. But like, for example, one of those movies is The Road. Like, never rewatch that again because that was like too fucking much. Or like, I don't know. I can't think of anything else right now, but there have been a few that are just like, oh, I hated the way that just made me feel.
Yeah.
Like, not in a good horror fun way, but in a bad way.
You know, this question too, I was thinking, I started to come up with all my favorite movies, right? Because I can't stop thinking about them, like Saltburn. I just can't stop thinking about it. But then I was like, well, is that what it's asking me? What just like my favorite movies are? Yeah, this was a tough one.
Yeah, totally. So I also, though, had a second part that I was like the good version of that, like something that left a lasting impact, but I like that it left a lasting impact. I also put Audition.
Nice. Okay.
Because it's just so like, there's just so much to think about and talk about. That's a really great movie. It's one of my favorites. Obviously it's one of our favorites, but yeah, that one. I also wrote Antichrist.
Yes. I thought of that one too.
Yeah. I also wrote down Melancholia, which is another Lars von Trier movie. Even though we didn't watch that on the pod. And then I also put down Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Ooh, good one.
That one, actually, maybe that one could be considered that one challenged me a little bit. I was just really young when I watched it, so it was like, it was a lot to take in, right? Because you're watching stuff about war, about conformity, and like sexual assault, drug use. Like, there's a lot going on in that movie. That's like a lot of heavy themes. And so like maybe that one could also be one that like challenged me, but I think about that one a lot. I think I even had a dream about telling people about The Wall last night. Like, I was like trying to get people to watch it.
Oh, that's incredible. And you know what? I don't know if I've seen it.
Really? Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Yeah, I don't think I have. I've listened to the album.
Right.
And so when you said that, I was thinking, oh yeah, I've seen that because I've heard of it. And I was like, wait a second, I don't think I've seen that.
You should watch it. I think you would be...
Okay.
I think you would be impressed. It's great.
Okay, I will watch it. Oh, those are really good ones.
Yeah. Okay, so our next question is If the podcast were ever to cover a couple of non-horror movies, what would be some movies that you would consider for that?
Ugh, this was impossibly easy. Like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
The things that came up, just like everything started to bubble up. The very first one's Goodfellas. I know I'm like a broken record. Goodfellas, Inglourious Bastards. I really just want to talk about Christopher Waltz. I just want to goo and gaw and on everything about his performance. And then I was like, okay, so those are some dramas. Schindler's List, and then also Schindler's List. Then I moved to like, okay, what are some other things? Bridesmaids, This Is the End. And then my mind went to Poor Things. I remember being just so struck by that. And then I was like, American History X, Brokeback Mountain, like just anything I've ever seen. And then I stopped. And then I said, but you know what I would be hesitant to watch? The Elephant Man. I'm very, very protective of that movie because of the impact it had on me, that I am totally fine with any movie, even if I'm like, I love Goodfellas, and you're like, I thought that was shit. We would have a fun debate. It wouldn't bother me. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to go through an episode hearing, and I fully recognize that other people did not have the same lived experience as me. And at that one point of my life as a child, the impact it had, people are not going to be having the same experience. So it makes me really nervous to talk about that with anyone in case they just shit all over it and my heart would break. So
that's fair. Yeah.
How about you?
I like how many you thought of.
I just went crazy. I had to stop myself.
I love Poor Things. I didn't put that on my list, but I should have. That movie, I feel like, is also like, there's just a lot you could talk about. It's a movie about everything somehow. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you can really pick it apart and talk about a lot of different things in there. And so that would be fun. I also kind of started to go down the path of like my favorites that aren't horror. And so I put Lars and the Real Girl. We've talked about that before. It's such a good movie. Also has a lot thematically, I think, to like pull out and talk about there. And then this should not be shocking based on my last answer, but Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe that could be considered.
That sounded horrific, what you told me.
Yeah, there's some scary stuff in there. I mean, that's the whole reason why I watched it, is because there's a scene with children marching into a meat grinder with like scary masks that look scary and the same as each other, because it's like, again, all about conforming and
just
becoming
that
another brick in the wall.
Just that scene qualifies it as a horror movie.
Totally. And there's some other things that are like disturbing and scary in it. So I don't know, maybe we could justify that and talk about it someday. But that's all I wrote down were those two.
I also I didn't see it as I was looking at my thing. You introduced me to this movie, About Time.
Oh God, yeah, that one's so good.
Yeah, that was another one I wrote here.
Okay, do you want to take the
next one?
Okay. I think it's like two.
All right. So next question. Are there any movies either of you would consider so bad they are good and enjoy watching? So what'd you pick for this one?
This one was tough because we've talked about this before, but I just generally don't love watching bad movies, and I find it hard I'm just not one of these people who loves like B movies because they're like,
yeah, me neither,
kind of bad and silly. But I will say that I did enjoy the experience of watching Troll 2. This is one of the like top, like so bad it's good movies. But it was a great experience because I watched it with people who had seen it many times and just loved it for how stupid and bad it was, and like gave me trivia the whole time we were watching it. And like, I just, that experience was good. But I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else really.
Oh, that's I've not seen that. I think I've seen bits and pieces, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
No, actually, you said Troll?
Troll 2.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Leprechaun.
Okay.
I don't think I even know what you're talking about.
this might not even be on your radar.
Okay.
It's been around for a while, and it is fucking bad. Like, it's like a fun movie to watch while you're drinking and like be talking shit about what's happening with your friends, you know, kind of a movie. But I really don't know of too many other ones than that. So, yeah.
Okay. So this was hard because I thought, so bad it's good. And I thought The Wicker Man.
Okay.
Because I mean, come on.
That's a good one.
Fucking shit going on there, especially the acting. And it's so absurd. It's so good. So yeah. I thought of that. I put Halloween 3 because specifically I had fun with you watching that movie and talking about it.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then this one, I remember it kind of being corny, but really good, but I might be wrong. And that was Slither.
Yeah.
I mean, that might not qualify as a so bad, but I thought it was questionable, the acting, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't really remember. It just popped up as something that was kind of ridiculous and corny, but great. Yeah.
I think you're right that it maybe doesn't qualify because people consider that a good movie.
Okay.
And it is. And it is kind of like ridiculous and over the top, and like it's a little campy. Like, it doesn't take itself super serious. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but definitely Halloween 3 and The Wicker Man.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I almost wish I had a different experience watching that movie because I fucking hated my experience. But I think if I had been with people,
like if we were on the sofa together in the same living room watching this.
Exactly. Like, I watched it by myself. I don't even think Jade watched it with me. I think I was just like having a bad time watching it by myself. But, you know, like with friends and you're drinking and laughing about it, like that might be a good fun one for that. Because it is so ridiculous. Like, I do remember.
Ridiculous. I just cannot forget that this girl went to this hotel and she happened to have a little teeny weeny suitcase with one negligee in it.
Right. That's right.
So fucking stupid. I love it.
That's right.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
That's okay, fair.
Oh God. Whew. Okay, so then this one I actually was like, ChatGPT, what is the difference between a soundtrack and a score? So that I could break these two things up. So we're starting with what would be each of your top 5 all-time favorite horror soundtracks?
Yeah, this was tough for me too. What did ChatGPT give you?
So a soundtrack was more, well, how it broke it up was like songs, like a record, songs that you can listen to, and scores would be, musical scores. Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
I could not come up with 5 musical scores, but I did come up with some soundtracks.
Okay. I struggled with this too. So I have 3 for horror soundtracks. That is kind of how I was thinking about it. Yeah. I was like, if I can identify like songs that I liked from a movie, like that's what I put here. But I only did 3. So number 1, and this is maybe a little bit of a cheat. Maybe I'm cheating, but I'm going to say Silent Hill.
Nice.
Because the movie takes a lot of songs from the game. And so it's all Akira Yamaoka, I think. And who he's going to be, there's going to be, no, never mind. I'll save that for later. Put a pin in that. But I used to have and listen to the soundtrack from the game in my car driving around. And I like love the songs on there. That's so amazing. Like that was absolutely top of mind. Number 1, Silent Hill. But I feel like I'm cheating. 2, The Wicker Man.
Yes! Yes! Yes, it's so fun.
I had just another thought the other day where I was like, I should rewatch The Wicker Man. And then I had the song like stuck in my head for a long time. Something about that, man. The songs
and you singing it on our episode. I mean, this is just unforgettable.
Like, so good. And then 3, I put Dawn of the Dead from like 2000 and I think it's like 2004 or something. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like there's a couple of good songs. Like I remember there being like Disturbed. There was like a Down with the Sickness, like it was like a cover or something that was in there that was good. And I think there was another song, but I struggled. That was about as far as I could get. I just couldn't think of any other, like, I know there's movies with good songs. I just couldn't think of them. So yeah, what were yours?
Those are good ones. The first one was easy for me because The Lost Boys, I had the record and listened to it over and over. I love that soundtrack from The Lost Boys, hands down. Then The Wicker Man.
Nice. Both number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I was just trying to think. So I put this on here. It's not a movie, but I love the Stranger Things soundtracks. I know it's a cheat because it's a TV show, but all the seasons I love, love, love.
That's a great fucking call. You know what? One of the times that I fucking teared up watching season 4 again is that like, it's like that. It's the song, but it's like a little bit more epic. And I think it's like I'm not going to remember. It's not the Kate Bush one, but there was another one that played for a little bit, and it just feels so epic.
Yes.
That it got me and I started crying. I was like, oh, this is so good.
This isn't Master of Puppets from Metallica.
No,
okay.
No, it was like, I think it was like a Journey song or a Styx song or something.
Oh, this is just great soundtrack. So I figured I would plop it in there. And then I was really trying to stretch myself for 5. And I thought, Talk to Me. Because I remember saying, oh, I love this soundtrack. So I went back and I was listening to the soundtrack just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. And it has a lot of great like rap music in it. And I was like, ooh, and I added it to my, I was like, I did like this soundtrack. So Talk to Me.
Nice.
And then Sinners. I was really trying to, Sinners just had some great, I love that kind of folk music sound. So I thought that was a really great one too.
That's a good one. That was a good call. Man, I really struggled with this. I think I just don't, I honestly don't think I do a good job of paying attention to songs and scores. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, this movie had good sound design, but I don't know that I like pay as much attention to the music.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I had just remembered the Lost Boys, Stranger Things, and Wicker Man. That was the things that popped in my head. And then I just remembered saying in our episode, I believe I'd said, oh, I love this soundtrack. So I checked it out. I thought I loved Totally Killer. And so I went to check that out and I was like, oh, no, this isn't what I remember. Huh. Maybe I was thinking of Tragedy Girls. There was another sort of 80s theme high school that I remember saying, this is such a great soundtrack, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. Good picks. Okay, so then, sorry.
No, I was going to say.
To move on to the scores.
Yeah.
This one I thought about in just a little bit of a different way. Like I just was like, okay, maybe not songs, but like things that just have stuck out to me jingle wise or like
yes
like things that gets kind of stuck or just the sound design in general. Like I don't know, I stretched this one too. So number 1, again, Silent Hill, sorry, had to just give that my number 1 because again, I think it's really admirable that the director used all the songs from the game in the movie. So that's how I get that a second time. 2, I put like Alien.
Ooh,
like
nice.
I'm like loving that they're like reusing that kind of like theme in the show now. And so it's like, it's cool that things can kind of like bridge and keep being used and they just represent that movie or that series, you know?
Yeah.
So that's cool. I also put The Omen.
Ooh. Ba, 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 ba. That's so great. It's so epic.
Yeah. And then I put A Dark Song because I feel like that was one of the first movies that used that like cello, like that really deep sort of like cello-y, atmospheric, scary music. And I really like that. And then I also put Barbarian.
Mm.
I don't remember exactly, but I just remember watching and rewatching that movie and being like, damn, the score of this is really good. Yeah.
I think
but
you
also,
did say that in our episode, actually. It sounds familiar.
Okay. Yeah, something about it. I can't even tell you right now what it was, but it's just unsettling in a really effective way. But I'm also going to do a little honorable mention and say Terminator, because that's when I was talking about like jingles, like that's another one that like
gosh.
when I hear it, it gets like stuck in my head. The like da 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 da
Yeah.
da 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 da.
That is so fun. Those are really good picks. Dang.
Thank you. It was tough. It was really tough. But yeah, what do you got?
I have 3. Sorry.
Okay.
The Witch. And I did go back and I was like, I remember liking it, but let me see. And I listened through and I'm like, oh yeah, it's like this old England. What am I trying to say? Kind of like even like a Braveheart, or like this just old in folklore and haunting. Loved it. Loved it. If you're like, what are you talking about? Go scan some songs in Spotify. I just loved it. And then jingle wise, I thought the same thing. Something that always brings me joy. Halloween.
Yeah.
I love hearing it. And then I remember 28 years later. And I was like, I feel like I remember saying, God, I love this score. And I went back and again, scanned through it and listened to it. And I'm like, yeah, this is fucking kick ass. So that's what I have. The Witch, Halloween, and 28 Years Later.
Halloween was a good one. I should have put that one too, because that's another example of that. Like, is everything okay?
Yeah, sorry. A big chunk of wax fell off the menorah.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure it wasn't a candle.
Right. I was like, was that a candle? Did a candle just go down? But yeah, Halloween is a great example because it's like it keeps getting reused as movies get made or remakes and sequels and stuff. And yeah.
Because the same, I guess I could say this that I just had said, but it's a TV show, Stranger Things. When I hear that score, so not just like the various 80s music and things like that, but just the score of Stranger Things, I love it. It makes me all happy.
That's a good point. Me too. I do love that because they also have like little themes that will play during certain scenes and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Good question. I liked being forced to think about that.
Yeah. Me too. Okay, next we have, are there any standout what the fuck moments from movies watched in the past year?
Okay, this was hard for me. I did say The Ugly Stepsister was full of what the fuck moments, but in a good way, what the fuck, like really good. And then the 2 things that popped up, so it must have been, this is the first 2 things that popped in my head. Hagazusa,
yeah, wait, can we talk about this without it being spoilers?
Oh, should I not?
Not really.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Should I not say all that? Should I say?
Maybe we like dance around it, like we can kind of be like, there's an end scene with eating. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, so we'll try not to spoil. That's a good point. We'll try not to spoil these. So, Hagazusa, the meal towards the end and the vomit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, and then this one's going to be very hard, but if you've heard Longlegs episode, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But it was, I don't know how to say it. I was going to say Longlegs and the ball and the doll. I don't know what to say.
That's like honestly what we should have titled the episode. Like dolls, balls, and something.
Dolls and balls. There. Dolls and balls was a big what the fuck for me. So I had a range of what the fucks for you just now. I had good ones with The Ugly Stepsister, gagging ones with Hagazusa, and like roll my eyes with Longlegs.
Yeah. Okay. I like that because I was only thinking of like gross sort of moments.
Ooh, what are yours?
I think I blocked out Hug Susan. That didn't even come to mind. So I think I tucked that away in my brain, so I didn't think about it again. But I definitely went Ugly Stepsister was first thing that came to mind. There's a couple scenes in there.
Oh.
Toes, the worm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were some of the worst. Even the surgery scenes are rough. And then I was thinking of Grafted. Like there's like one scene that I talked about in our episode, and it's like somebody gets. I'm like trying to figure out. I mean, like, I don't know how to say this one without spoiling it, but it's like someone's death, and it feels very real. And that one kind of fucked me up. I was like, oh God. But that whole movie was a little what the fuck.
Yeah.
Because it was like definite body horror, like weirdness happening.
Oh, yeah. The thigh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the thigh. I forgot.
So that's a really good one. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. So what movies exceeded what you thought they might be from movies watched over the last year? So what?
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I got confused a little bit. But yeah, what movies exceeded what you thought they might be?
This was an easy one for me, and I only did one. It's Final Destination Bloodlines.
Nice. Bow, wow, wow, wow.
I'm curious about you, though.
All right. So I have Terrifier because I hated the one
Terrifier.
so bad.
Too.
Yes. I was like, I never want to watch another Terrifier in my life. And then we watched this one. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was one. Final Destination Bloodlines. I thought for sure this was going to be super stupid, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And 28 years later, honestly, I thought 28 years later, that whole thing was going to be very close to the experience of watching Final Destination. Not the same premise, but just the same kind of movie. But it was so much deeper and more thoughtful, and just impressed me so much. So those were 3 that surprised me.
Yeah, those are good ones. And that makes sense about Terrifier. I would not have thought you would put that, but that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so then what have been some of the funniest episodes we both recorded this year?
I kind of hit on this earlier. I put Terrifier because it was fun and funny to just talk mad shit about that movie. And then also Final Destination, because the movie itself is so funny and fun that talking about it was a really good time.
Oh, I love that. I have this for some reason was really hard for me. I was trying to think, like, there's some episodes that just stand out that we were laughing and they last over the years.
Yeah.
And this year I was like, and one of them that came up, I thought we had a good time with TCM. I mean, we have a good time with all of them, but I put Texas Chainsaw Massacre ? Because I remember some really good moments when we were kind of leaning into all of that. But I like your picks. Those are really good ones.
I thought of that one too, though, because there were some very funny what the fuck moments. Maybe we should add some of these to our last answer, yes. 2 answers ago.
Oh, yeah. These would be funny what the fucks.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Come on.
Come on. Yeah. So that one I thought of too. Yeah. Next question is looking forward a little bit. So what movies are you looking forward to next year, and what soundtracks from any of this year's movies or shows stood out to you, and would you buy said soundtrack?
Sorry. I think I deleted that question from my end on accident because I thought we already talked about soundtracks, but this was very specific though. No, I'm going to go with it. This was very specific, about soundtracks from this year. So what movies am I looking forward to next year? This one is easy. Victorian Psycho.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I also put 28 Years Later, but The Bone Temple, but Victorian Psycho, hands down. God, I can't wait for this movie. And the soundtrack. So what soundtrack from this year stood out to me that I would want to buy? I suppose I would, because
Sinners.
Sinners and Stranger Things Volume 1.
Yeah.
I actually have already. I mean, I didn't really buy them. I followed them on Spotify and added them to my library. But those would be the two for sure that I would get.
Okay, that's a good one. I actually didn't answer that question because I was like, I don't even know. Like, because again, I'm not really paying attention. I don't think a lot
Stranger
to
Things
soundtracks. But yeah, that's a good one. And Sinners. And I'll also add Long Legs. Like, of the things that I liked about Long Legs, like the music and the soundtrack was one of them. I think it created a nice atmosphere. I don't know that I've never really bought a soundtrack for a movie, so I probably won't do that. But yeah,
I have when we used to buy things like records. I already told you about the Lost Boys, but CDs. I got the Forrest Gump. It was like a double pack CD. But like not ones that are mostly scores. Oh, I think I had Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah, I listened to that one a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Yeah. But it was easy for me to think about movies that I'm excited about next year for sure. So agreed on Victorian Psycho. I also put The Bone Temple. I am very excited for a return to Silent Hill.
Yay.
Which probably means it's going to disappoint me and suck. So boo.
But isn't Silent Hill like one of those things that even if it's a little sucky, you still love it because it's Silent Hill? Or no?
No, because I really hated that Silent Hill Revelations movie.
Okay.
That one is abysmal. But I have watched it a lot for someone who fucking hates it. I definitely hate watch it anytime I see it on, but I don't like it. And so we'll see.
I feel like we have recorded all of we were on a podcast on Elm Street and did Revelations, right? Or we were on somebody else's podcast and did Revelations, and then we did the original.
Yeah. So we recorded on the first movie, and then we were guests on an episode for the film rescue for Silent Hill Revelations.
That's right.
Yeah. But this movie will be done by the director who did the first movie, which I really loved and thought he did a great job, Christoph Gans. And so he's coming back to direct this one, and he's a big fan of the game, so hopefully it's good.
Okay, I'm excited. That's another one we're watching.
Yes, we will do that in January. Other ones that I put, Ready or Not 2, I watched a little bit of the trailer, and I don't know if you did too, but
I haven't.
It does look interesting. I'm intrigued. Although I am like annoyed that we have Samara Weaving, and then we also added another like final girl talent to the roster. Like I saw a picture. I didn't even see her in the trailer. I just saw a picture of her. The one that was in Freaky.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes.
I don't remember her name, but she's great. Both of them are great. I just am like annoyed. I just feel like we're in another period of like blonde white final girl. And I'm like, okay, well now we're going to double down on the blonde white final girl in this movie. I don't know. I just am like, do we have to do that? Like, we'll see. Maybe there's a good story reason for it and then I can deal. But the other cast that's going to be in this looks really good and interesting. So,
ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to take a look. I added all the ones that they had on the list, upcoming movies, to our calendar so we could see. But I did add that one. But I didn't look at the trailer.
Yeah. You should check out just the first because I didn't finish it. I didn't want to spoil anything really huge, but it was enough to get me interested. And then my last just note, I'm not excited for this, but I just want to say that they're making a fucking Terrifier 4, which is shocking, but also not that shocking. So
yeah, I'm not. I'm pleasantly surprised that the other one was fine. And then I'm not going to push that envelope.
Right. Just leave it. Quit while you're ahead, you know?
All right. So to the final questions. Any movies that you had high hopes for that disappointed you this year?
Yeah, I think I didn't answer this one because I feel like we answered it earlier.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think we did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
Nosferatu.
yeah, that's right. And I had Long Legs, which is what I have here too. Okay.
Yeah.
So any movies you wish you had seen in theaters, and this could be, what I didn't know if it was this year or any year. So I had a few.
Oh.
So, but what do you have?
I only thought about this year.
Okay.
'Cause that would be, I can't think about all.
Yeah, right.
That's hard. But I actually couldn't think of anything like really that I felt strongly about. I put maybe Him. It seems like it's a little bit of like an action-y kind of a movie, but I still haven't seen it. So, and I heard it didn't get good reviews. And so I don't know that it is a good movie necessarily, but it just seemed like it would have been kind of a fun one to see in the theater. But I also made a note that I was really glad I saw Sinners in the theater. That was a good theater movie.
Yeah, you go to the theater a lot. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I put Sinners. I wish I would have saw that in the theater. I also put Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good one, too. I think we even said that on our episode, both of us.
Yeah, I was like, if you can go to the movies, go and see it. I'm glad I saw 28 Years Later in the theater. That's definitely a great theater experience, so I'm happy. And then I put Saltburn.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go way too far back, but this just popped up into my head. And now I'm wondering, did I see it in the movie theater and watch it at home? No, I didn't. Okay, so I wish I saw Saltburn in the theater.
Yeah, it was only released on Amazon Prime. So
so nobody saw it in the theater.
No.
Okay, well, I wish I could have seen it in the theater.
Still a valid answer.
Yeah. There's nothing in particular that would make it a specifically good theater experience, except that I love it so much. So I just want more of it in my face. So that's why.
Right in my face?
Right in my face. All of it.
I mean, the cinematography, I can answer that question. The cinematography was great.
Yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And speaking of yum.
Yeah.
Great segue.
Yes. Speaking of yum.
We were having a whole discussion from our episode with the Kilt and the Redneck reviews about David Bowie in The Labyrinth and how people were stoked about him being like a hot bad guy. And then Miriam brought up the devil guy in Legend, which I watched and have to agree that's a hot guy. It's played by Tim Curry.
Yes.
And so this question is, I think to spice things up, a top 5 list of our hottest bad guys would be an interesting discussion. So I'll let you go first.
All right. Here is who I have. Darkness from Legend. That is the devil.
Is this in any order or are we just...
Yeah, I think it is, but maybe not.
Okay.
They're just how they came to my head.
Okay.
Okay, but if you want me to put them in an order, I can.
No.
Okay.
You don't have to.
So Darkness from Legend, number 1. Okay. Venable from Wrong Turn. Remember, I was all up in that.
Yeah. I forgot you were all up in that.
I was like, is it really so bad to be his wife? I mean, come on.
Totally.
Cult leader. One of my favorite hot guys is Michael Myers from Halloween. I do have him on here.
Okay.
He's just big, strong, silent,
right.
you know.
Yeah, very quiet.
I have Eric Northman in True Blood.
Who's that?
He is Skarsgård.
Okay. Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander.
Alex Skarsgård.
Yeah, him. Even though I'm really loving his brother too. And this was from when I was younger. David from The Lost Boys. So Kiefer Sutherland in The Lost Boys.
Is that the main guy, the blonde?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
I had a big Kiefer Sutherland crush when I was young. He was also in Stand By Me, and y'all know Kiefer, and I loved him and thought he was cool. I thought, I think I'd want to be a vampire. hang out with them. And then I have, I think that was 5, but I have 2 honorable mentions. Dracula from Bram Stoker's Dracula, played by Gary Oldman. I just think he's so great.
That's a good one.
And then this might seem weird, but I just thought he was delicious. Dr. Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, I don't think that's like a...
God, I loved him.
Yeah, Tim Curry.
God, Tim Curry, right?
I don't know
what?
Why. How?
I know.
Because I feel like you see him out of makeup and you're not like, this is an especially hot man, you know?
No.
But in makeup.
In makeup, he is one of the hottest.
So yeah, that's a weird, I don't know how that works, but.
Yes.
I think the masses would agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
In Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So what about
those
you?
Are some good ones.
Oh, I'm excited. What are yours?
Okay. I kind of did do like a top 5.
Okay, cool.
So my number 1, and you know what? There's a lot of these. Okay. So Demon Legend guy didn't even break into the top 5. But
okay.
He was hot. So
I can't wait to hear.
But number 1, here you go. Number 1 is Damon Salvatore, who is played by Ian Somerhalder, my all-time top favorite, in my opinion, hottest male celebrity. So he's from The Vampire Diaries.
Okay, I have not seen this.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a pic.
Yeah, send me a pic.
Or I'm gonna send you a link so you know who I'm talking about.
Okay. I gotta see this.
So he plays like a bad guy, sometimes a bad guy, sometimes a good guy, but originally a bad guy. So I think it counts in Vampire Diaries. You know what? I'm gonna just hold on.
If I was to rank my top 2 would probably be both Darkness from Legend and Dr. Frankenfurter. So
okay.
Love that guy.
Men in makeup.
Men in makeup.
Oh, and that is both Tim Curry.
Yeah, wow. And they're both Tim Curry.
His voice has, I feel like, a lot to do with it, right? Like,
yeah.
He's got a really great voice.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sending it in Discord.
Oh, okay. I was waiting.
Just like a Google search.
All right, here we go. Oh, yes. I know this guy. Yes. I recognize him. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Number 1.
Very handsome.
Easy. Okay. Let me go back to my notes. 2, I put Billy from Stranger Things.
Oh, why did I not think about Stranger Things? Okay, hands down. Yes. Oh my God. Watching him in Stranger Things makes you blush.
Dude, I don't know why. Yeah, I had that experience. Yes. I was like embarrassed a little bit.
Yes.
I was like I was also, blushing and sort of like giddy. It was a weird experience. That's never happened before or since.
I cannot believe I didn't think of Stranger Things when I thought of it all through all the rest of the questions. Oh, such a fucking good one, dude.
Thanks.
Yes.
I was really pulling some out here.
He would be in my top for sure. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Why is he so hot? I don't know.
Oh my God. I'm blushing now just thinking of the scenes.
I want to go back and rewatch this season.
Yes.
God, he was very hot.
Yeah.
3, Killmonger, who is Michael B. Jordan, plays as the bad guy in Black Panther.
Ooh. I think I know who you're talking about, but I want to make sure.
Yeah.
So Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why didn't I think of him in Sinners? Even.
Well, because he's not really a bad guy in Sinners.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. These are bad guys. Sorry, we're not just talking about hot people. Sorry.
Right.
We'll be here all night. This is
right. We got to narrow it down.
Okay, because I've never seen that movie. But that is, you're killing me on these picks.
Oh, I really went in.
Yeah,
I was like,
you win.
Well, no, I said I went in. But
Well, I'm saying you win.
you did.
You win.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 4. This is from a horror movie. I'm going to say Dan Stevens as David from The Guest, which is a 2014 horror movie that we have not watched or reviewed, but we should.
You said Dan Stevens?
Yeah, but I just love Dan Stevens.
Right.
In general.
Let me see who this is. Oh, I don't think I recognize him.
You don't? He was in Cuckoo, I believe.
Oh, I did see Cuckoo. Okay. Right. Oh, he was. You're right. He was in Cuckoo. Oh, he was in The Ritual too. Okay. I digress. Nice.
That's right.
Okay.
In The Ritual.
He's
5. I put Spike because we're watching Buffy and have been watching Buffy for the last several months. And honestly, what just keeps me going through these seasons is I'm just waiting for the Buffy and Spike romance. And I feel like we're finally upon it. It's happening.
Oh,
what's that guy's name?
I recognize this guy. Okay. His name is James Marsters.
That's right.
James Marsters.
Yeah.
Those are really, really good.
You had really good picks too.
Those were excellent picks. I would have to say, you know who I almost picked? Sebastian Stan from Fresh.
I also almost picked him because he's so great in that movie and he is very attractive. And also you're like, ooh, like, should I be feeling this way? Like, no, but I do.
Do you want a piece? I guess.
Yeah.
Guess I'm okay.
I guess. Okay. I'll put that on my honorable mentions list for sure. The other honorable mention that I was thinking about when you were talking, it reminded me, was the bully from Christine. You remember the hot bully guy from Christine?
Oh, yes. Excellent one. Damn. These are really good. I love it. You know what? I would have to say Darkness from Legend and Billy. Darkness from Legend, Billy, then Dr. Frankenfurter. And then like it's just everybody you said, yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of options. I even was like looking at like top lists that other people had made. And I was like, I see that, but it's not on my top, you know?
Yeah.
So,
that was fun.
A lot of options.
I love that. Yeah, I don't know. David from Lost Boys might need to drop off. Eric Northman, though. I loved him. But maybe not Venable, you know? Okay, anyways, we're past it. We are moving
past
on. Billy has to win, though. What?
Yeah.
Oh, he does win. We could just say he wins, you know? It's our show.
I have like other honorable mentions. There's like the devil in Sabrina, like the new Sabrina, Dark Adventures of Sabrina. Like her father guy is like outrageously attractive as
Devil in Sabrina. Lucifer? Morningstar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. So
yeah. We could go on and on.
Yeah, everyone's like, okay, we said 5.
I can't stop it.
Okay. Woo, calm down. It's getting hot in here. Okay. Now we get to look forward, and we're at the end. We're looking forward to 2026. And so let's go ahead and start with what are you most looking forward to? I feel like we have one of our things is definitely the same thing, but what are you looking forward to in 2026?
Yeah, obviously my wedding.
Yay!
In 2026. And with that, I am also excited to just like have everybody here in Boise. And so I'm thinking about that, you know, like bachelorette party, having all the friends together. What are we going to do? You know, Jade's friends, I think we're going to do like a night out after, like do some welcome drinks for people who fly in on Thursday and like go out and stuff. Also, as part of this, Angelo, one of our listeners of the pod, will be doing the photography. And so we'll get to meet him.
Shut up.
And we'll do, provided all of the like logistics work out and everything.
That is
but he offered
so
and I was like,
cool.
hell yeah.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is the most biggest thing I'm looking forward to in 2026 is your wedding. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I think about it all the time. I am absolutely so excited. Yeah.
It's going to be the best wedding ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed.
Very excited.
What else? Anything else?
That was all I put, because obviously it's such a big event that I couldn't think of anything else.
That is, so the thing that I'm most looking forward to by far I have here is Tawny's wedding. And I can't wait. It's going to be the highlight of the whole year. And then I have the podcast, which kind of bleeds into also biggest goals and dreams. Those are the two things that I am really, really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yes. So what are your biggest goals and dreams?
Yeah, this is always a tough one, right? And I feel like it takes me a little bit to like sit and think about these over the holidays. But what I wrote down is that I would love to move closer to my work because this commute is killing me. And also I wrote, I want a boat and a new car.
Do you say a boat?
Preferably,
a boat?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Preferably a car that can also tow a boat.
I was just going to say. Oh, Steve would love a boat. This is one of his biggest dreams.
Yeah.
After owning a home is owning a boat. Well, probably, honestly, if you asked him, he'd rather just own a boat.
than a home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I love these dreams.
I mean, they're big. I don't think that they're like, maybe 2026 dreams, but they're like,
you never know.
Beyond the wedding. Yeah. And buying a house. Like next goal is boat life.
Boat life.
Have a boat.
Oh, I love that.
But it feels far off. But anyway, yeah, those were kind of the main things that came to mind, just because they're big things, but they're also big financial things. So
yeah. So my biggest goals and dreams, I paused because owning a home is one of our biggest, but this is not happening in 2026. So we're still in a lease here. So I didn't even put it on there. Maybe that'll be next year. My biggest goals and dreams I have here is the first one I have is podcast investment. So my husband did really good in sales and he got a bonus and he wanted to do something really nice. And I was like, what do you think about updating the podcast stuff? He is so into it. Like he talks to me about it every single day. He's getting me the most beautiful thing, new mic, a mic arm, new lighting. He's watched probably 1 million videos on the best lighting, how to put the lights everywhere, like a control center soundboard situation, a new camera, like everything. And it just got me really excited about the podcast and everything that we can do. And I know that you have big events like your wedding you're focused on. So I even started brainstorming ways that I could show up for the podcast to fill in those gaps, to really just go all in. I'm so happy that I'm feeling this way. And hopefully you're okay with it too. I have not talked to Tawny about this, but because, it's been a journey. Like I've always loved doing it, but there have been times where life was hard and demanding, where I felt like, I need to pull back, or I need this and that and going. And now I'm in this place where like, no, I love this. I love what we do. I love you. I love our community. And I would just love to even do more. And how amazing if we could do this full time. That's like a big, big dream.
Yeah. That's always been the biggest goal and dream.
Always been the biggest. Imagine this is our job. This is what we do. We show up and do this. Pff, stupid cool. And then the other two things I have here is the PhD program. So I may have the opportunity to transfer into the PhD program. So I am looking forward to continuing graduate school. It's a lot of work, and getting that PhD. I've wanted that since I was like in high school, I've wanted to get a
Yeah.
PhD. So, and the last thing I have here is, and I know I said it last year, but here we go, finishing the first draft of my book. I have been sitting down. I was inconsistent last week, but I showed up several times. So I sit down and I'm trying to show up daily, but I showed up a little over half the week of all the days last week and the week before, and just consistently writing. And it's becoming more of a routine and habit.
Yeah.
And I really love it. And then last night I took my journal and I'm like, you know what? Because it pops into my head all the time. Like, oh, I want to write this, or oh, I should brainstorm this. Oh, I want to write. And then I'm like, oh, but first I'll do laundry, and first I'll do this, and first I'll do that. And now when I'm thinking that, I sit down and I do it, and I'm doing it a lot at the same time every day. And so anyways, with this dark academia too, I was sitting on the sofa and I'm like, you know what? I have this idea that came from this title that I don't remember where I saw it. I just have it on this list of fiction ideas. So I'm like, I'm just going to brainstorm this a little bit and brainstorm this whole world. Then I could put that aside and continue what I'm doing. But anyways, I'm starting off 2026 really good with this writing routine and really leaning into it. So I would like to finish that first draft as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those are big, awesome things.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
PhD, a book. No big. Just blowing up our podcast.
But if TT goes to school there, maybe I can.
There's a lot of time back. Yeah.
I know it is a lot of things. And sometimes I sit down and I'm like, God, what do I do first? And then I feel a little paralyzed. And I have to tell myself, just do something first. Any of the options are good. Any of these options, just do one of them. And then you've done that and then move on to the next. So.
Yeah, totally. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I didn't think of like an intention or word or anything like that.
I haven't either. And I can't even remember, honestly, what actually, I think I did see redoing the notes for this. Like I went back to 2024 notes and I think I saw that one of my words was relax. Mm-hmm. And I think I did a better job of relaxing this year than I ever have before. So I need to continue that. That's going to be a continued sort of thing, because I think I just am in fight or flight basically all the time. And it makes it so that I only have energy to like go to work and do work shit and then like do whatever the bare minimum is to live, like laundry, make food, eat food. But then beyond that, like when it's downtime, I'm fucking on the couch, vertical, like having a really hard time doing anything else. So yeah, I am glad that I took a step further into like the relaxing so that not every moment is spent like trying to be super productive. I think that's helped a little bit. So
good. Yeah. I remember what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I'll probably think about it some more, again over the holidays, and may come back with some ideas or whatever. But sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I think my word was intentional. I try to be intentional. I still have done a lot of things, and sometimes too many things. So I don't really. So my words now are pod, book, PhD.
Pod, book, PhD. Yes. I like that.
Oh my gosh, this was so much fun. I think the last thing we have here are January birthday plans. So we have, we are going to lean all into like giving ourselves gifts. I don't have the theme hashed out, but this is the idea. So we are, of course, as we promised, we are going to do Stranger Things Volume 2. Then we will also have the finale, Stranger Things, the finale. And then we're going to go to movies back to back. So the first one, we're going to go see 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. And then
we'll see, obviously, Return to Silent Hill.
Yes.
We'll talk about those.
Super excited for January. I'm excited for February too. I haven't shared with Tawny yet, but I've been coming up with like, I think a really cool theme. And I shared a little bit with you, but I have to show you the graphics and stuff. But January 1st, and then our birthday party, we haven't confirmed. I would love to do another Discord thing. I think it's fun. It's easy for people. They could pop in and out. We're not sure if we're doing a watch party or if we're just going to do what we did. So we'll figure it out. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be on Discord for our birthday.
Yeah, I think like at the very least, like a Discord party. A watch party would be really fun too. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
We'll hash it out. But we'll be there. So just plan for the end of January. We'll be having this Discord birthday party for sure.
Yeah. And then we're having the Kilt and the Redneck reviews on in February. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Should
For
I
the
just
Lost Boys?
Yeah. I'm thinking, should I just say? I'm thinking we do this My Bloody Valentine theme, and we have the Kilt and the Redneck reviews and a podcast on Elm Street. So we have invited Valentines.
Oh, I see.
To do episodes with us.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
So we have those two for now confirmed, and then we'll chat. We'll see if we'll be doing more or keep it at that. So
yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice.
I like it.
All right. Well, everybody, we love you. Thank you so much. God, 5 years. We're going into 6 years. This is so fucking cool.
It's crazy.
I feel honored that I get to do this. And the only reason we could do it and speak out to nobody listening, but we're speaking out to almost 70,000 people downloading and listening. Chicago. I mean,
what up, Chicago?
It's just incredible. And I feel so blessed. So yeah, that's why my goal is to give more into it, give more. I'm excited to do it. My husband's investing a lot in me to give more. And then I know I keep saying me, it's just because Tawny has some big plans beginning of the year, but she'll do what she can, and then we'll revisit it after her life has calmed down.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But yeah, we love you. Thank you so much. And anything you want to say?
I was just going to say, thank you so much for listening and engaging with us. It is an honor, and it's so fun because it's like exactly a thing that we would do anyway. So
yeah, exactly. All right, everyone. We hope you have a beautiful New Year's, and we hope you have such a good night. No nightmares.